move on to the next one. This one, let's talk about Obi's first. There are two things we want to talk together because one just came up just this morning, so it's very good if you put it or put everyone up to date. Just in few hours, actually, I think about 4 hours ago or 4 hours ago. Well, Peter Obi's reaction, which happened during the weekend, to a house being demolited, which according to him is his brother, maybe not blood brother, but somehow we all have the he says we have the legitimate document, and of course he said that this is just to intimidate the poor masses. Now you could see the video of Peter Obi asking people who came to demolish his brother's house to leave the premises surfaces online. Now the claimant, who is Olorunbo, has however dismissed the former presidential candidate's statement, arguing that that she possesses a valid judgment, certificate of occupancy, and other official documents confirming our ownership of the country. And people actually had to say that Nigeria is finished. If this is happening, how can you have papers and still get your house or your company demolished? So, and then up to date on Peter Obi is he actually made a statement yesterday stating that he's going to run for 2027 presidential elections, and of course he's just going to serve one term, which of course is buzzing online. But let's quickly watch the video where he was stating that fact, and we'll come back quickly to analyze these two topics together. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Get back. You're still watching the buzz. Mazi, let me start with you because you brought the update to us. So let's start with you. What's your reaction?
I think when I saw that, I laughed. I think Yashiga Oku.
That's all I don't understand.
Yashiga Oku. Yashiga.
Is it Hausa in Igbo? Okay.
I think they enter into trouble. Don't touch the tail of a lion, whether it's sleeping or not. For you to have tampered or touched Obi's family, it's not going to stop there. Then last week or 2 weeks ago, Barrister Dr. Obane's son, wrote a letter to the state government concerning some similar issue about his clients. The same similar thing. That I think we should be able to know that we are not in a jungle state.
True.
If you must acquire property belonging to anybody without discrimination, follow the due process. Not getting, I've read so many stories, I've even witnessed where some landlords or even state government allegedly go and procure some whatever judgment from the magistrate court, and then the bailiff would go and place it on the other wall or gate of that place. Before you know, they put that. That was what happened, according to what we read. You see, we must do things right, whether it will be or not. Allegedly, we had during the campaign 2023 that Labour Party were not allowed to rent any structure in Lagos. We had it, right?
Yeah.
And
it's also not allowed to put billboards.
Yes, I interviewed some of them. They said, look, we are landlords in Lagos State. We are not allowed to rent any structure to so party. Otherwise, your building will be demolished. That is the problem we have. So to me, Obi's case is what we have been experiencing by Stoban. Maybe I'll send the right of by Stoban against his client, a similar situation. Then for me to say he will run
just 110.
And I discussed it where I was coming from, that politicians I don't trust them. Power sweet. How are we sure if he gets there that he will be able to do that? And I make bold to say it because we have seen the handwritings on the wall, that it will be difficult, almost impossible, for you to dethrone a king. Right? And not only that he will run for one term, he says he's going to, for him to be part of the coalition, that is going to be a coalition that will stop injustice. One, stop killings in Benue, Plateau, and the rest. And again, put food on the table of you and I. Right? And also that he will support the rotation of presidency for justice and equity. But the point is this: if at all he goes there, at the end of his 4 years tenure, will he be able to relinquish power? And that could cause, if he doesn't, the pressure will be there because he has gone there to test the whatever there, and it will be difficult for him to say. So that's why I say I don't trust this politician, because he might go there, talk is cheap anyway. He might go there and he see the sweetness of that place and begin to work. But so to me, it's a politician
political speech. Actually, the question was going to go to Mazi to continue, but Chris could Chris could just take up because of our time. Mazi says he would have gone to test the power. Power is sweet and might not want to, leave the seat after 4 years. My question is, he wants to do all these things. Do you think 4 years is enough for him to do all that? Even if he wants
the 4 years is not enough. Already we are talking about 4 years.
Sorry, Mazi, apologies. I think we have less than 3 minutes.
Chris,
okay, 3 minutes. Let me see what I can do with 3 minutes. Number one, it is, pardon me to just invent this word, kinagatish, for any Nigerian politics to think it can fix Nigeria in 4 years. All right, because you see, we undermine the damage done to this nation. So to think that in a flash you can fix this nation is just daydreaming. So that cannot work. Let me speak to what I have on ground. Number one, I think we need to have informed public perspective to public discussion. All right. To start with, the demolition. It was simply a case of a private citizen against another private citizen without the government being in the picture in any way. These two guys had alterations, they had issues over the land, and this other guy went to the court. All right. Then this Obi brother was not ignored the court summons, and eventually this guy got court judgment as in being the owner of that land. So then the next thing he did was, because he had been given judgment, he went to enforce it by demolishing the property. It has nothing to do with the federal government or the state government. But Obi, as we know, is a populist. All right. And then without giving findings to fact, it went in, even attacked Lagos government. They had to come out to be defending itself. Come out in the public or whatever and say, look, we have nothing to do about this thing. You should have done your due diligence. It's 100% between a private citizen to another private citizen. So why bring government into it? All right. So we know that. I'm telling you, let me speak so deeply into that. But about Obi presidency, it's all right. It's qualified to run as president, and then that's his year. But then there's a coalition going on. We know there's a tussle between Obi and Atiku. Atiku is interested. They're both singing one time, and all of that. But at the end of the day, they might run separately. I don't make it very easy for them to be president, return into office. But sorry, Sam, what I'm going to say is, and you spoke about in Lagos, they didn't allow nobody to campaign, billboard, and all of that. You see, one thing you must know is politicians are what they are. When Obi was governor of Anambra, waiting for second term, he did the same thing to Labour Party in Anambra. He didn't allow them to put up billboard. He didn't allow them to campaign in any public place. He did the same thing. It's on record. It is on record. So politicians are politicians. What they do is they use the power of incumbency to intimidate others and others. So when people think Obi is different from others, I just laugh. Because he is soft, because he presents himself to be different. That is his own selling point. Presenting himself to be different. But the truth is, politicians, they are practically the same. Okay? So that's what they do with power. Then lastly, what we didn't bring in was we saying that all it needs is just 2 years to fix Nigeria. Even 4 years is too much. 2 years. But that's a joke. That's a joke because you were governor of Anambra for 8 years. Anambra was not industrialized. Your brother is not become a hub for Nigeria. Nigerians are now migrating to Anambra and all of that. Insecurity was there and all of that. So showing that you feel Nigeria in 2 years is just speaking like it's a comedy. It's a comedy. You know that he was giving clean bill of security in Anambra. No, where Obiano came on board. The first 4 years of Obiano was to fight the security in Anambra. We don't want to make it. It's on fact. We are talking about the demolition of his brothers. Whether it is right or not. I am saying it was a private thing. No government involved or not. Due process will be followed. Obi said that it has happened to so many people. In the way of the night, they will go and place whatever there. Let due process. The first thing to say is about diligence. Did the guy get a ruling from the court as possession of the land? Look, it's a Barrister Obade. I will say the Barrister Obade said the same thing. That's a different experience. That's a different experience. But this particular one, the judgment came out from the court. They are not only wicked, they are shallow.
they should be able to follow the due process, not going through the back. And if you want to eject a tenant now, I tell you, 100,000 will do it.
Wow.
You go and get a.
The report is that big brother is not caught someone. He not caught someone. So the guy was the one involved all by himself.
He was someone.
I didn't give it to him. Yeah. That could happen too.
I've investigated. I've heard from them. So they called someone illegally without some. Look, I had a land case sometime. And my lawyer told me be very careful.
Of course, one issue you have to be
very careful because these people can go and obtain.
Yeah.
These are judges are terrible people. They can give judgment. I remember one of my lawyers said that the judge gave 2 favorable judgment. The same people. So that is that they can go and obtain a injunction in the morning. In the afternoon they revoke things like that. So what will be saying that they obtain kangaroo judgment. And what I'm placing notice, they are on the wall, on the fence, and at the gate. And during the midnight, they go and remove it. So it's unfortunate.
You need to find this to affirm that.
Wait now. Whether it is legally or not, let us follow the due process. Let the lawyers. In fact, they should have passed it through his lawyers. They didn't pass through the lawyers.
Anyway, one thing that was certain about this was they were not even informed. They
were not informed.
So that is wrong.
They were not informed.
You can't demolish someone's property. If the court has given you go ahead, you still have to inform them. Come on, even if that you're human, you can't just go over there overnight and something that was being in use today, and I'm coming here the following week.
We all can claim anything. I could receive a sum or a job and I deny it because of my favor.
When you receive a sum, well, thank you so much for coming. We have to go.